Chop. Back. 50 cross LED glows. More temperature. Alert, please hide. More temperature. High temperature. Afterwards, gas. Gas sensor. Buzzer. Gas leak. Gas leak. Gas leak form. Advanced Inscription Standard. Myself Raj Reddy and his Agacha and his Akhil. This is a network security project. In this four modules are there, that is subbytes, shift rows, mix columns and add-on key. Each one has its own operation and we are doing on 128 bits. That's there is 10 rounds are present for every AES operation.
We have 4 rounds, 4 operations, mix columns, add-on key, shift rows, subbytes, this box. We are doing 10 rounds. We have for 128 bits we have 10 rounds. In each round we have 4 operations. Advantage is network security. Hacker cannot hack the data. We are sending the plain text to the encryption block with a particular key generation. For every input, new key will generate, so that you cannot access the data.
The data will be secured. Means third, unauthorized persons cannot access it. So it is.
We are giving. Then we get ciphertext. Ciphertext is the encrypted data, encrypted text, plain text. Next, description block. Description block we have ciphertext is the input and the key and the clock. For every clock, it will generate the output. Here we get the plain text. First, where we have the where the sender sends the message. That the plain text will be received. That's it.
This is Sai Venkat and this is Shravan Naik. We are making a project on a modified approach to symmetric cryptography using Blowfish algorithm. So Blowfish algorithm was already done by Bruce Shiner in 1993, which was basic encryption algorithm. We are manipulating the algorithm and making it more secure and highly confidential as well as fast. As we can see, Blowfish algorithm has a specification of 64-bit input data as well as 44 8-bit key length, and it has 16 PSL rounds wherein many different operations are happening around the algorithm. This is the top module level where you can see we have a clock, we have key and we have data input. We have the decryption and encryption bit too. Coming to the architecture, this is our basic architecture. Wherein we give a 64-bit input plain text and it is split into two 32 bits data, and those 32 bits are being XORed, and depending upon the random numbers it are sent into the S blocks, and different operations are carrying around the whole architecture. As you can see, these are the different modules that we use and the results regarding them. This is the P array. So, S-box.
This is S-box, which is a basic module performing a F block, functional block. S-box stands for substitution box. It takes input 8-bit input as an address. It will have 256 memory locations, which stores each 32-bit and which are retrieved based on 8-bit input. This is the simulation results of S block. Modulo 32 adder, this forms a main module for high security. Modulo 32 adder operation is different from normal adder. The addition performed result obtained will be only between the 32 bits and carry generated will be discarded. Only 32-bit output will be generated in the output by using this modulo 32 adder. These are the simulation results of modulo 32 adder. And this is the F block, wherein we can see 4 S blocks and 2 modulo 32 adders and an XOR. We use these 7 blocks as for combining the F block, and we give 32-bit input from external. That will be divided into 4 divisions. That is 8-bit each considered as an input for the S box, and the respective locations gives 32-bit as the output. That is given to the modulo 32 adder, and the further result is given to a XOR, and the further result gives to a modulo 32. We will get a 32-bit as the output, which will be used in our architecture.
I am decentralizing my friend Hussein Naik. We are going to present our project on multiple error detection and correction using in in-bit memory using matrix-based code. In matrix-based code, we can execute 32-bit data. 32-bit data is arranged in row wise. In every row contains 8 bits. For example, see diagram. In 32-bit data is arranged in row and column wise. Each row we calculate the check bits and also calculate the parity bits. After that, we store the data in memory. If any error occurs due to the radiations or any internal problems, the error is correct data is errored. So that is given as input to the decoder. Mainly we contains encoder, decoder, memory. First, the data is stored in memory. After that, if any error occur in memory, the data is given to the input of the decoder. In decoder, we find out the errors.
దీంట్లో ఏంటంటే మనం పిఐఆర్ సెన్సార్ యూజ్ చేసుకుంటాం. ఇఫెక్ట్ ఏదైనా పాస్ అయిందంటే ఈ సెన్సార్ నుంచి మనకి ఇక్కడ మోషన్ డిటెక్ట్ అయ్యి అలారం వస్తుంది.
It is a speed controller, regulator, and this is a battery which is used for power supply to all the RC craft.
And another server will be here, same as here, sir. And this is for the right direction and this is for the left direction of this aircraft. And same will be here.
About 100 pieces sensor diagram.
What is the cost of this? 18,000. 18,000.
And it will come out. And if you press this one, this light will come. And all the other things we can operate it by manual.
Once again, can you please repeat?
We can use this manually, but if you want to use this via phone, we are using this Bluetooth module.
And you also
Q command A1, then green should turn on, no? Yeah.
It is made up of ATmega 8 with the AVR development. So in this program is done. You can dump it.
Just to demonstrate first, then we'll go into details.
ఇంపోర్ట్ వన్ సెన్సర్ యూస్ చేసుకుని దాని ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ ఎంబెడెడ్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్
safety system, sir. Present days we are seeing many accidents occurring in coal mines and undergrounds. To overcome that through the microcontroller, we are implementing this concept, Pick and Jigbit wireless network, and the total concept will be arranged in the persons who are working in their helmet. We have to arrange the system in helmet. This is transfer section, sir, and this is receiver section, and we are using a PIC microcontroller. The specialty of PIC microcontroller is many peripherals inbuilt and low power, and it's a high risk performance. We can see high risk performance in that, and 35 single word instructions and pipe running instructions also we can see in that PIC microcontroller. And here we are using an Atmel microcontroller and 8051, and it's a 16-bit timers and counters, 4 ports and all. The main components are battery supply and temperature sensor, gas sensor, and GPIN module, LCD and buzzers. Here battery supply, how we are getting DC, because initial current is AC, that is fed to rectifier, and it will convert to pulsating DC, and that
I'm from Pioneer ECE. So these advanced robots, Wally, we named it as Wally. We are using an advanced microprocessor which has a 6 servos. For 6 servos, we are controlling the 2 servos for the continuous rotation servos, and we are using 6 as the step-by-step controller, and we are using the HD camera here, sir. We are using the HD camera. The neck of the object also will be moving. Once I will show the directions. I will show the directions of this one, and we can also move the arms. We can also move the arms of the robot. We can also move the camera horizontally or rectangly.
And the main advantage and importance of our solar tracking is using of these actuators, and this model is not presently in the market, and this is a whole new market. And if you consider of this same size panel, if you go for the whole system tracking, it costs almost like 50 to 60,000. But this tracking model, it costs nearly like 30,000 only for whole setup. And one more advantage of our is that this have the capacity of lifting not only this single panel, it has the capacity to lift more than 4 panels. If I add more 4 panels, it will have the capacity to lift that panels. And this is our first main advantage. And second main advantage is that these actuators, the main actuators, this is the heart of our product, and it is having a maximum torque of 1500 N, and it is having a pull weight of 150 kgs and push weight of 120 kgs. And this is our controller setup. In controller setup, we have 2 sections. One is a charge control section, and other is a motor control section. In charge control section, we have the ability to charge n number of batteries. For demo purpose, we are using 2 batteries. If it charges 1 battery, it full charges it, and next go to the next battery. Whenever the other battery is free, it connects to the load. In this way, we have this stripping of batteries also. And when it comes to the here, we are using relays. As we know that this is a 12 volts motor, and microcontroller cannot act or control the motor directly. So we are using a ULN 2003 IC for interfacing the relays. These are 12 volts relay, and these are 5 volts relay. And this is acting like a switches, not like operating motors, but these are switches which are interfaced and controlled by the microcontrollers. And we are sure that the efficiency of the whole power generated of this solar panel of this model is increased really without and with tracking is of 20%. Without tracking, you get about like 20 to 30% of efficiency. But with this tracking model, we go efficiency more than like 60%. So it's like less investment, and you get refunded in 1 month or less time when compared to other systems.
Okay.
This is another vehicle. ఓకే ఇంకొక వెహికల్ ఇంకా 2 వెహికల్స్ ఉన్నాయా
కట్ చేయ ముందు కట్ చేయి బండి 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 ఇంకా స్లోగా
Sushmita?
9 fin tubes. Tube is of copper and fin is of aluminium.
Yes, sir.
Those are the two headers, 1 and 2. From that header, the inlet is going on, and from this header, the outlet is coming. That is a cold water, and this is a hot water. After coming from that, this is the storage tank where we are placing concrete balls, iron balls, and pebbles. Baby, balls.
Show that. Show that.
We are doing this project because the sun is not available during night times on a cloudy day. So to make the solar energy available all over the time, making a collector storage tank where we are storing the heat. Thank you.
Sapna, show that. Show that. You put in that tray. Iron ball or
These are the concrete balls and these are the iron balls. Pebbles. Iron balls are
you are searching for to receive support to go with somebody, see something, then ultimately one day suddenly they came up with 15-20 days back.
The purpose of the project is to design a water distillation system such that it can purify impure water into pure water, sir. And as we know that purifiers like AquaGuard, Purite and all, it is available in the market with a huge price, sir. And we are having the cost of battery, electricity, it's running on the battery and electricity, sir. So our main purpose is to design a system which can be used by natural source of energy like solar radiation. Here we are using solar radiation as a medium to convert impure water into pure water, and it can be available to all people of the society, sir. Poor people also, middle class people also, and rich people also. And here you can see the images like people in some parts of the country, like in some parts of the places, they are having impure water, but they are drinking impure water, but they are not having access to drink pure water. And the motivation of our project is like in coastal areas where like in Indian Navy, where Indian Navy works in like oceans and seas where impure water is in abundance quantity, sir. And if like for a chance, if you think like if they are coming short, solar radiation is like we know already about solar radiation, sir, how much it can be efficiently used. And there are different types of solar cells, sir. Like here, our main purpose is to build a cost-effective solar cell such that it can satisfy all the people of the society. But there are even existing systems which are double slope, sir. In this, the efficiency compared to our solar cell is higher, but the cost of building of those stills is also higher, sir. And this from this side of the still, we will be pouring inlet water, that is impure water, and this impure water will like evaporate inside the basin and will be collected upon the surface of the glass and will drop on the PVC pipe, and through that channel we will get our pure water. This is our main purpose.
Good. Okay. It's a very small bike and
we will complete the judgment.
We named it as GAD.
It's a very small bike. We can take this bike in anywhere. We can take this bike in railway station. By taking this bike, we can travel in bus, train, or anywhere. We can keep this bike in a bus bag box also. This is a phone holder we are using. This part is used to phone holding. And this is before folding.
Give some life to this project. Good.
After the folding, the bike is looks like this. The top speed of the bike is 25 kilometers per hour, and the value of the bike is 35 kilometers.
Taking video.
So this is a live demonstration of how clan mechanism works. Clan mechanism consists of 6 links which are arranged as you can see. We improved upon the current model by giving it 8 legs instead of 6, due to which the robot can move front, back, left and right along a vertical axis. This robot weighs around 1 kg and it can carry double its weight. So it can carry around 1 more kg. The whole sheets are made of acrylic plastics. Everything is laser cut, and this is the motion. As you can see, now it rotated 360 degrees.
నమస్తే అండి. ఈరోజు సంశోధన నేషనల్ లెవెల్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎక్స్పో మా కాలేజ్లో ఆర్గనైజ్ చేయడం జరిగింది. ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎక్స్పో ఫస్ట్ టైం ఆర్గనైజ్ చేస్తున్నాం అరోరా ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజ్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో. అండ్ ఇట్లాంటి ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎక్స్పో మన స్టేట్లో కూడా నాకు తెలిసి మొదటిసారిగా ఆర్గనైజ్ చేయడం జరిగింది. ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎక్స్పోలో మొత్తం మన దేశం నుంచి మన ఇంజనీరింగ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ తయారు చేసిన రకరకాల ప్రాజెక్ట్స్, వాళ్ళు ఇంజనీరింగ్ చదువుతున్నప్పుడు తయారు చేసిన రకరకాల ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ తీసుకొచ్చి ఎగ్జిబిట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. మా కాలేజ్ నుంచి పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసిన పిల్లలే కాకుండా వేరే కాలేజెస్ నుంచి కూడా చాలామంది పిల్లలు వచ్చి ఎగ్జిబిట్ చేశారు. మెకానికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో ఎస్పెషల్గా చాలా మంచి ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ ఎగ్జిబిట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. అవన్నీ కూడా పిల్లలందరూ మా దగ్గర స్టూడెంట్స్, వేరే కాలేజెస్ నుంచి స్టూడెంట్స్ కూడా వచ్చి ఎగ్జిబిషన్లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేశారు. అన్ని ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చూడడం జరిగింది. మెయిన్గా ఈవెంట్ కండక్ట్ చేయడం మోటివ్ ఏంటంటే, ఆల్రెడీ తయారు చేస్తున్న ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చూసి మిగతా పిల్లలు కూడా వాటిని చూసి ఇన్స్పైర్ అయ్యి రీసెర్చ్ ఓరియంటెడ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ తయారు చేసి వాళ్ళ కెరీర్లో కూడా ఉపయోగపడేటట్టు ఉండాలనే ఉద్దేశంతో ఈ నేషనల్ ఎక్స్పో ఆర్గనైజ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. ఈసారి మాకు పార్టిసిపేషన్ వేరే స్టేట్స్ నుంచి కొంచెం తక్కువ ఉన్నా నెక్స్ట్ టైం ఇంకా ఎక్కువ మంది పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసేటట్టుగా మేము ప్లాన్ చేస్తున్నాము. అండ్ కొన్ని ప్రాజెక్ట్స్కి ఆల్రెడీ అవార్డ్స్ కూడా వచ్చాయి. కొన్ని మా కాలేజ్లో తయారు చేసిన 3-4 కార్లు ఉన్నాయి. అందులో ఒక 2 కార్లకు ఆల్రెడీ నేషనల్ లెవెల్లో మాకు అవార్డ్స్, ప్రైజెస్ కూడా రావడం జరిగింది. రోబోట్స్ అవి కూడా తయారు చేయడం జరిగింది. మిగతా మా స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరూ కూడా ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చూసి చాలా హ్యాపీ ఫీల్ అయ్యి ఎంతోమంది కొత్తగా ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చేయడానికి కూడా ముందుకు రావడం అనేది జరిగింది. అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ గివింగ్ మీ దిస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ.